Hey shooters, new modification to an old toy that I was going to show you real quick. So this is my old M&P22. This is the original 22 Smith & Wesson made by Umarex that came out, maybe 10, 12 years ago? I don't know. But not the 22 compact. This is the original. And I use this as a trainer for my larger M&P here, my Gen 1, Gen 1 M&P 9mm. Which is, I love, it's all tricked out. I had it milled. I think I did a video on the milling of it, but had it milled out for a red dot. And I ran across this deal that you may have seen on some of the gun boards and some of the gundeals.com, that kind of thing. It was for this little red dot. It's made by, I guess it's Riton. Obviously a Chinese red dot, but they were down to 99 bucks from, 300, whatever it was. And it is a micro-sized red dot, on par with the Hollow Sun 507, 407 series, that line. And I picked it up for 100 bucks, not really knowing what I wanted to put it on. And then I thought, well, you know what? I should put it on that little 22 so I could have a trainer, a 22 trainer for my 9mm, which obviously is a lot cheaper these days and a lot of fun, So I ended up finding this rear sight plate off Amazon, DPP titanium, okay? 20 bucks, whatever. And it slid right in. I had to do a tiny bit of filing on the bottom, but it slid right in and it secures with a set screw on the top there. But of course, this plate is not the exact size for this optic. So I did, you see it has 4 posts on here. I did have to grind off the front post. And of course, the holes lined up for the mounting holes, so that was good. So, but if it comes off, if the screws shear, I'll have to do something else. But it's just a 22. It's not really a violent, cycling. So, but so far I sighted in. It's running fine. So we're gonna take it out to the range and just run some different ammo through it to check reliability. And that was my concern because they spring these 22s to run with bulk ammo. Well, what happens when you add a plate and a red dot on, the reciprocating mass of the slide? You change some things. So what I did before I bought the plate, I took a socket. I weighed the red dot here and took a socket with a little bit heavier weight than the red dot and actually taped it onto the top of the slide and tested it with various ammo. And got some pretty decent results. Cheap bulk ammo, so-so, especially the first few rounds wouldn't cycle all the way because of the weight. When you get deeper into the mag, it gets a little better. Higher velocity stuff, obviously mini mags, some of the standard velocity from CCI, even the Thunderbolts seem to run better. Again, this is just a 22 trainer. This is just to be cheaper than a 9mm. So if it jams the first couple rounds in the mag, no big deal. This is not a life-saving gun here. So I've got some ammo lined up and some mags out at the range. So we're going to go out and we're going to run some through it, see how it cycles. See you out there. All right, shooters, we're out here at the range. We're going to try this to see how this gun cycles with this red dot. And I failed to mention that the red dot made by Riton, whatever. The model is 3 Tactics MPRD2. So I'll put a link down to where I got it. But like I said, it hit a bunch of the sites on AR15.com. It hit a bunch of gundeals.net or whatever it is, So you'll see it if you search for it. Just Riton, R-I-T-O-N, red dot, and you'll find it. So anyway, let's get started. I'm only about 8 yards away here, but I'll try some distance target. It's about 50 yards on the orange gong there on the left. So we're going to start off. What is this? This is some Winchester bulk. I think this is just Winchester bulk from Walmart. I will mention that some of my mags are only the factory 12-round mags, and then a couple of them I do have the aftermarket followers that bumps it up to like 14 or 15 rounds, and it will not lock back on those, but you get a couple extra rounds. Obviously, when you put more rounds, you're going to have a little bit more pressure pushing up onto the slide from the top round, so that might affect the reliability of the first few rounds. Let's give it a try here. Okay, so it ejected, but it did not cycle. Actually, it did cycle that round, but it did not cock the hammer. These are internal hammer fired guns. There's a hammer back here in this void inside the slide. So let's see if it gets better. Did not do it again. All right, so you saw what happened. First few rounds did not, just too much pressure, not enough slide velocity. All right, we're gonna move up here to, these are some Remington Golden Bullets. Some people love them, some people hate them. Let's try them out. They do feel a little stronger than that Winchester Bulk. All right, seem to run fine. Next up, these are CCI Standard Velocity. All right, same problem as before. The hammer failed, but it did not pick up a round off the top of the magazine. Did not go into battery. Okay, a little bit better once you got into the mag, but shockingly, the Golden Bullets did a little better. Okay, these are Blazer, which also are made by CCI, but I think these tend to be a little bit hotter. Harder to find these days too, by the way. Oh yeah, feel much stronger in the recoil, so I bet they do fine. 100% with the Blazer. Just wish I could find them. Okay, next up is, these are Remington Thunderbolts. Also a little bit stronger recoil on these, if I believe. Oh yeah, even a little stronger than the Blazer. Let's try about at 80 yards. Hit. Apparently I can't hit that today. All right, that's nice, 100%. So, and then we're gonna load this mag and we're gonna finish up with some mini mags. Of course, you could use stingers too, but mini mags tend to be a little bit more available and a little cheaper than stingers. You know, people say mini mags will run through anything, and I find that pretty much true. So, 10 rounds of mini mags. Let's see how it does. Look at that. Hammer fail. Now that might have been a bad bullet. I don't know, we'll try that one again. Yeah, it does feel pretty strong. It feels just as strong as the other higher velocity ones. Here's that last bullet. And it worked fine. All right, let's do some plinking. All right, shooters, we've got a few mags loaded up here with the Golden Bullets, shockingly. So I'm gonna try those guys, see how they run, doing some plinking. But it seems like we have determined that it will take a little bit of a hotter 22, higher velocity 22 to cycle reliably. But once you get down into the mag, you know, you might be all right. So let's see what we can do here. We'll try out at distance. That was a good one. Let's try two. Right above it. Oop, there was a little bit of a jam, a little bit of a failure to feed. When I get down to the one reload ones, you might notice that just releasing the slide with your slide release might not send it home. You might have to rack it and rack it back and slingshot it. Again, that one didn't cycle. You might have to slingshot it, which is easier with an optic. See, that felt a little different there. So I don't know, maybe these aren't the right bullets for it. But anyway, we got two left. We'll try to suffer through it. Whoop, a little stuck. Let's try that again. See, that barely went into fireworks. Let's try it slingshot method. Uh-oh. Didn't run that one either. Maybe Golden Bullets aren't the one to use for this. So it may have to be some Blazers or some CCI Standard Velocity or some Thunderbolts. Here we go. See, but that hammer coming back, it seems like that's part of the problem. Yep. Not enough. Of course, also the dirtier the gun gets, the worse it's going to get. You know, if it gums up a little bit, gets a little crud, a little carbon in there, that's going to slow it down a little bit. So you may do better to keep it good and lubed. See, that one went fine. Let's see how this one does. Nope. I got a lot of bullets to pick up. Nope. So I guess we can pretty much say that you're going to have to use a little bit higher velocity. You know, even these golden bullets isn't liking them right now. So may have to clean it, lube it up, and give it a try. But anyway, you know, just wanted to make this quick video to show you, you know, with a cheaper optic, you know, a very budget optic, you can get a little bit of a decent gun with a decent little trainer. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna link everything that I bought down low if you want to, you know, if you want to do something a setup like this to save a little money with the 22 training. Let's see if we can get the whole mag. What are the chances? All right, here we go. Whole mag, here we go. Almost. One left. All right, now a couple left. All right, guys, appreciate it.